Finally, here we go to the character I've been waiting to talk about, because as the more I rewatch the series over and over, the more that I see her on screen, she really becomes one of my favorite characters, one of the best villains from the series, and you all know who it is, Heather. Alright, what will I be talking about with Heather in this video? Mostly about how, in my opinion, she has one of, if not the best development from her main time on the show. So, you know, throughout the first generation, season 1 through 3. Why do I think that? Well, let's get right into it. Why I believe this is because from the very start of Heather being introduced, she was shown from, not even from minute 1, but second 1, that she was going to be trouble for everyone. From the music, the way she walked onto the dock and looked at everyone, Heather was just there to win. You could tell that it's like, you're evil, aren't you? And it's like, yeah, she pretty much was. Now, yeah, sure, she played in the most unsportsmanlike way, she wasn't the most honor-bound or anything like that, but there aren't any major rules saying that you can't exactly play dirty here and there to win. There's nothing against that. Because of that, she lied to people, manipulated people, blackmailed people, sometimes just downright cheat to win, and she mostly won by doing all of that, even with half of the island and more being against her. And she did prove herself to be a worthy competitor, seen from the fact that she made it within the top 3. And now, of course, she wasn't entirely untouchable, of course, because throughout all of those episodes she's in, she usually gets her just desserts by the end of the episode or so it pretty much balances out. But even through all of that, she was still an enemy that was always just plotting and always got right back up no matter what you threw at her. She was just ready to get revenge on you no matter what you did. But then the worst thing happened. Bringing her down from her throne, that was from the fact that she lost. Very simply put it. Not even from the top 2, so not even a runner-up, but by top 3 by mistake, more or less, and losing her hair in the process. That's gotta hurt. So Heather was no longer a threat. She lost. So it's like, I mean, you're not exactly all that threatening if we know that your personality is just flaming garbage and just something that no one wants to be around. So by season 2, Total Drama Action, Heather was done being number 1. Everyone pretty much didn't want anything to do with her. Not even Lindsay, who was, by all honesty, was her only friend, really, on Island. And Lindsay turns the other way with no real hesitation. Like, that's gotta hurt, man. Heather was still her smart, sassy, and rather evil self. But what does that mean when everything she's done and said before is no longer backed up from the fact that she lost? Heather was in the worst spot possible. And that's worse than just being bad. It's being predictable. Everyone now knows how she acted and what she did and what she would do. And no one wants to be a part of that. Like, no one wants to be, you know, part of someone who could, like, you know, just pretty much use you just to get what she wants. Like, that's not a friend. That's just you being a tool for the other person. That's not fun. Heather's time was over.
Anyway, new guy is so transparent, so fake, so
deliciously seductive.
That is exactly the opposite of what I was trying to say.
Pretty good looking guy to boot. I'm just saying.
Ugh, forget this.
But then she makes a comeback slowly throughout of World Tour, and this is where Heather shines, and this is where I honestly believe, I wouldn't say this is her season, but this is like one of her best moments just throughout the season, no matter what. Heather was now in a mixed category of still being Heather even before World Tour even happened, you know, during the downtime they had between Action and World Tour, so Celebrity Manhunt. And at the same time, she was no longer exactly the loser she was seen as before within Total Drama Action. Time has passed a bit, and she was slightly being on okay terms with more or less everyone here and there. Now, by this point, she's of course no Mary Sue, so you know, she's not some saint or anything like that, but people don't actually mind talking to her or even teaming up with her, and even to a point, slightly enjoy her company, even if it is just to make fun of her here and there. I mean, it's still something. Now, having a bit of a rivalry with the newest and biggest bad in town, getting killing sprees of eliminations, Alejandro. the ultimate rival towards Heather, trying to beat her at her own game, but also making it seem like a friendly competition. And Alejandro's style was mostly through his charm and wise words that he would tell people, and it works most of the time on most of the people on World Tour. The biggest person who didn't fall for him immediately and always kept struggling against it was someone who's played the game before, Heather. And by the end of it, to me at least, she has the best ending out of any contestant from the series. For from everything I've mentioned before, going from being the best to being the worst, to making a comeback against someone who's trying to take her spot for what she was known as, Heather not only defeats Alejandro, but wins the whole season of Total Drama World Tour. And what makes it even better is that everyone, you know, the peanut gallery, as they were called, everyone wasn't like, oh yeah, Heather won, yay. No, everyone was pretty much clapping, cheering, and actually happy that Heather won. Now, yeah, I know she isn't seen as this angel that saved the world, and everyone wants to be friends with her now. No, not really. And even from comparison, pretty much all of them wanted Cody to win at first, but he got taken out. So the last option they had was Heather, who in reality was the only one ever capable of being able to defeat Alejandro. And she did it, and pretty much becoming a hero to everyone for that time being. That's why I believe that Heather had the best character growth in the series.
Yeah, boys are okay, but $1 million is way better! Yes! Yes, 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 yes!
And that's a cool million for Heather, the winner of Total Drama World Tour!
So, I'm done talking. That's a mouthful. But yeah, that's it for this video. As you can probably see on screen, I have a bit of a list now. So the next one will be about Lindsay. It's going to be a little bit shorter one, hopefully. So yeah, look forward to that within, the next few weeks or so. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think she had the best character growth? Do you think that someone else did? Do you like her ending? So on and so forth. All in the comments below. I'll see what I can do with that type of stuff. Fan art, Twitter, email, Patreon, all that type of stuff. Description, one comment. Have a great day, have a great night, and everything else you know what to do. Bye.